a tough one to take?
Yeah, tough. Obviously, you turn up at Wembley to win, but we weren't good enough on the day. Saints were the better team, so I think full congratulations to them. But we weren't smart enough again in key areas. We didn't take our opportunities, and then on the back of that, some errors and some effort areas that just kind of made the game run away from us. Sorry.
So the disallowed try early on, and then the fact that they scored soon afterwards, was that a turning point?
I think so. I don't think it's, obviously get the points on the board in that disallowed try, but also take the opportunities that came before that and just shortly after that. I think you get points on the board early doors against that Saints team and they probably become a little bit more nervy. But they did the opposite, and it had the opposite effect on us.
The errors were uncharacteristic when your side's not normally play like that.
No, quite a few individual errors. Not quite doing what we've put into practice at training, so yeah, it's frustrating, it's disappointing.
Did you see it coming, or was it, were you a bit shocked that it never ever happened?
I don't think that's I just don't think that's a true account of herself. I think that it obviously is, because that's how we turned up and we performed, but I just think that knowing the potential we've got, knowing the players we've got more in us than that, but we didn't turn up as a collective and we just weren't good enough.
Do you think the occasion got to them?
I don't know. I think playing in the Challenge Cup final, it is a big occasion. I think it's been a big week. It's been quite an emotional week. There's been a lot of different influences on the week, but I think it was more just the opportunities early doors and just sticking to the process and doing all of us doing our individual jobs.
Does it feel more? Does the disappointment feel greater than last year? The girls were clearly distraught at the end there.
Yeah, because I think we had more potential this year to go and get the win, and we just haven't done what we know we can do, and that's probably why it's most frustrating. It's 80 minutes to go get it done. We haven't done it. You come out with nothing. But as a group, we've now got to just reset and look towards the league and the grand final and playoffs.
When was the point in that game where you thought it was lost?
Probably that first sort of 20 minutes after half time. I think at half time it was 10 points, that's absolutely fine, and there's more than enough in the tank to go and do it. I think just when we started turning over in silly areas, making mistakes that we probably don't normally make, and just didn't seem to be gelling and sort of all been going in the same direction, that's probably where you sort of start to question whether we've got enough to kind of get over the line.
You obviously harnessed the disappointment really well last year. How important is it that you do the same going forward this year? Really important.
I think obviously it's one trophy out of league leaders, grand final. There's a nines finals coming up as well. So there's a lot of other opportunities. We've just got to make sure that we do reset, fix up, and go on and make it a better year, because we know how disappointed we are today. We've just got to make sure that we act on that, and we get together and we make sure we're better in the next sort of couple of months because of it.
What is the dressing room like at the moment?
I've obviously spoken to the girls pitch side. We've got in a huddle. They've probably gone off to go see all the families now, so the dressing room isn't together, but it'll be quiet. I think it's just hard. It's hard after a game like that because everyone's got so many emotions, but you can't say too much about it on the day of it because everyone's just got emotions running high. It's not the time, it's not the place, so it's just kind of a bit of a quiet place, and yeah.
And there's positives in any game, whether you've won or lost, but what positives do you take from today?
None at the moment. I think obviously we've done it tough. We had players back in for selection, but they'd missed a chunk of preparation heading into this game, which does have an effect. So I just think we've got to hope for a better run next time we get a big opportunity. But the positives are is we can fix up some of the stuff that weren't right today, and we know that we can be a better team for it. So just got to get back in Tuesday. We've got a game at the weekend, so we've just got to start to fix up and look ahead at what we can control now, because we can't control what's happened the last 80 minutes.
Lois, I thought Lucy Murray was absolutely outstanding. There was a 5-minute spell in the second half where she made a 50-metre break and then saved 2 tries at the other end. She's had a fabulous season as well, isn't she?
Yeah, Lucy Murray is brilliant, and we've got players like that all over the park. Lucy Murray wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very passionate. She's very dynamic as a back rower, and she gave us some of them carries that you'd hope would create a bit of momentum, but we just didn't manage to do anything on the back of them, really, to be honest.
How tough was your selection today? Because obviously you've started Betfred Dayton on the bench when she would normally start, I'm guessing. So what was the thinking there? Is it
Obviously, no, we obviously didn't have a 9 on the bench if we did that. So rather than wait to use Bella if we wanted to for Kira, Bella started so that she could get out there and then move into 9 if she needed to be. And obviously, like I said, Bethan has had three weeks out as a minimum, so which she always knew that it was to get her on really early doors. It wasn't a selection over performance. It was what we needed in terms of interchanges in case we needed to use Bella as a 9.
Lois, it's obviously a sensitive one, but do you think the emotion of the week did take its toll? It's been quite a heavy week, hasn't it?
I think it's one that we'll have to review. We can't actually, blame it on that. We just weren't good enough on the day. It has been quite an emotional week. It has been quite a full-on week, so potentially it could have done. But I think that's something that you're not really going to be able to mark really and use as a performance indicator. I think there's still more than enough there to go get the job done, so I wouldn't be putting it down to that. I just think there's more rugby smarts that we definitely need to be better at.